This is Stacy from Bryant's Automotive with a dreaded 2012 Dodge Ram 1500 5.7 Hemi that came in with a single cylinder tick. Had, I believe it was cylinder 2 for cylinder 6 on this side, third one back, had a tick. Lifter locked up, took out the cam. Put a new cam, which is a milling cam, and Encore lifters from O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Put it in to have it sound way worse than it did to begin with. To begin with, it only had a single cylinder tick, just like you would expect for having a locked up lifter. When I get done with it, it's got ticks on both sides. If I activate, send power and my own power and grounds to all the little solenoids right there at that plug and supply ground, so I can deactivate the cylinders that get deactivated on DOD engines, which is the center 2 cylinders on this side and the front and back cylinder on this side, which is exactly where the noise is coming from. When I activate that or send power to the solenoids, which deactivate those cylinders, stop them from working, the noise goes completely away. It idles nice and silent. So I get O'Reilly's to warranty the lifters, throw another set of lifters in it, head gaskets are all warranted, all that stuff, put it back together to basically have it sound the same. Might have been a little bit quieter, so we drove it for a couple 100 miles. Still makes the same noise. Runs fine, no check engine light, but it ticks and sounds bad. I mean, no car lot's gonna want to sell this thing or be able to sell this thing with it sounding like it does. So here it is once again, taking it apart for the third time. Customer does not want the same camshaft used, does not want them Encore lifters used, wants all factory lifters and camshaft and gaskets and the whole 9 yards at this point. He's tired of messing with it, which I don't blame him. Been in this thing like close to a freaking year. It's got like 647 miles on it, I think. And there's the original invoice. As of 5/21, it has 646 miles. But anyways, so while I'm taking it apart, I'm trying to be extra investigative to figure out, where's this freaking noise coming from. We ended also, after the first set of lifters didn't fix it and the camshaft, we ended up pulling the motor out, pulling the pan off, new bearings, took it to the machine shop, had the crank mic'd and checked, had the engine honed, all the bores measured. Everything was good. He gives it back to me and says there was nothing in the bottom end that would make noise. So that's when we warranted the cam lifters, put another set of cam lifters, and it still ticks, so we know it's not in the bottom end. Activate that solenoid, the noise goes away, so we further know that it's not in the bottom end. So anyways, I was taking it apart. I figured I'm going to roll this thing around, bring each cylinder up on top dead center, and measure the fucking lash. Like, they should have damn near 0 lash, but they certainly shouldn't have as much as they got. Let me climb on in this damn thing and I'll show you what's going on. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna need these. Alright. So this is the orientation. It's the front of the engine, passenger side. These 2 valves get deactivated when it's in 4-cylinder mode, and these 2 valves on this side get deactivated. The noise is coming from these because when I activate the solenoids and stop these from working while the engine's running, the noise goes completely away. So I know the noise is there somewhere. I just got to find it, and it makes sense because on the other side of the engine, the noise doesn't sound like it's in the center of the engine. It sounds like it's on the outside edges of the engine. So anyways, so I got this cylinder up on top dead center. It's real hard. I don't know if I can get a... You can't really hear it because I can't... With one hand I can't move it very far. But irregardless, okay, let me show you this. Let's see if I can get this shit in focus. Alright. Need something dark. 26 thousandths feeler gauge, 0.026. It's a pretty thick feeler gauge. Certainly should not go in between the rocker arm and the intake valve. And it does with no problems if I'm not using both fucking. Let me get this on this one. I can see it. There we go. Alright. So if I lift up on this rocker arm, look at the play. If I lift up on it with my fingers, I can easily, I bet you that's easily 30 thousandths. Maybe more. And I'm not lifting up very hard. And go to do this one. I don't have it in the right spot. But it certainly ain't going in any of the rest of them. The one next to it, this one right here. Come on, stay still, bitch. This one right here, it'll fit in too. I just don't got it in the right spot yet, I don't think. Let me roll it here a little bit. Okay, see what that does. Yes, this one's got a shitload of play too. It's just, it's like the lifter is letting you collapse it. There it goes, look at that. That's the hydraulic pressure of that lifter. You should not be able to do that. I don't care how hard you pick up on that son of a bitch. Let me get you out of there real quick. I'll make sure this front one's. Okay, this front one right here. Come on, hose, work with me. This one right here, no matter how hard I pull or push on it, I cannot get it to collapse. It won't collapse. This one doesn't collapse, but this one does and this one does. That's definitely an issue. You should not be able to slide that in there like that. I just slid it back in there. Super easy. Like not even trying hard. Look. Not even using two hands. You can wiggle its little ass and there it goes. There it goes. Come on. It's hard to do this with one hand. It keeps the damn camera on it. I'm just excited I found it. Oh, right there. And once you get it just right where it'll pull up on it, it goes right in. No problem. That's the tick, you little dick. That's a tick, you little dick. And I guarantee there's two of them over here that look just like it. Alright, so we got the other side off.